If you've tried juice cleanses, detox teas, or endless diet resets and you're still stuck, there's a reason why they aren't working for you after 40. Today we're unpacking why fasting, not cleansing, is the key to lasting weight loss and vibrant health after 40, and why God actually designed your body to heal this way. I'm Dr. Tabatha, your Christian physician, and I can't wait to dig in and tell you the truth about what's going on. So let's get to it. What's happening inside our bodies after 40 that makes juice cleanses and detox diets less effective? Juice cleanses in particular can be very detrimental for women over 40 because we already have insulin resistance and elevated blood sugar issues developing. This often happens silently, so you don't even know what's going on. But as your hormones start to shift, your cells can't regulate your blood sugar as effectively. They stop listening to insulin, our fat storage hormone. Insulin gets produced every time we eat something, which raises our blood sugar. We produce insulin to go handle that blood sugar and either use it as energy right now to go do something or to store it for later as potential energy. And it gets stored as fat. When we are over 40, our hormones start to shift, our cells are becoming inflamed because of that transition. We just don't hear the insulin response, and that is called insulin resistance. So if you go and do a juice cleanse and you're drinking a bunch of sugar essentially, because juice is carbohydrates without fiber. And carbohydrates without fiber is just excess sugar. And that really just wreaks havoc in your body. It worsens the inflammation. So you might feel thinner for a few days because you didn't eat anything, you just were drinking juice, but it's a false sense of security. It's actually making your issue worse. And I'm going to tell you that one of the biggest issues that women struggle with over 40 is fatty liver. Fatty liver is where we start to store all of that excess sugar in our body that we aren't using for energy. We're storing it as potential energy for later as fat in our liver. That can drive all kinds of issues because if your liver's congested with fat, you can't metabolize your hormones properly. You can't break down alcohol and medications and all of the toxins that your body is exposed to every day. So don't be deceived by juice cleanses. What you want to do is a liver cleanse. And a liver cleanse needs to have 3 parts. It needs to get you pooping so that you are evacuating all these toxins every day. And it needs to be activating both phases of your liver. So your liver has 2 phases of its detox pathway. And that is why my 3-2-1 liver detox is so effective, because it hits all 3 parts of this detox pathway. And that is going to actually deplete your liver of all of that fat that it has stored up and help you start to metabolize your hormones again and get those toxins out of your body. So it's really important that you get educated on what actually the cleanse is doing for you and is it the safest thing for you to do. Fasting is actually the best way to reverse fatty liver or liver congestion. It's free and it's easy once you figure out how to do it the right way as a woman. Unfortunately, our standard American diet is creating liver congestion for us, and we don't even realize it. We have been trained to eat every couple hours all day long. We might not eat a full meal, but we are putting food in our mouth or drinks and consuming sugar in different forms all day long, from the time we wake up until the time we go to bed. And I promise you, you're not using all of that sugar as energy. Sugar comes in the form of not only table sugar or sugar added to your food and drinks, but in the form of carbohydrates. And some carbohydrates are great, like vegetables and fruit, because they have fiber with them. Fiber regulates your blood sugar. But if you are eating simple carbohydrates, as soon as that goes into your mouth, it starts breaking down into sugars, packing it on in the liver, and it actually stores sugar as fat. So fat doesn't make you fat. sugar makes you fat. Okay, so you've probably tried fasting and you just didn't feel good on it. Or maybe you're afraid because your friends did it and they didn't feel good on it. Or you did some fasting, but then you plateaued and you really didn't lose any more weight. Well, I am here to tell you that there's a right way to fast and a wrong way to fast. So if you are a woman over 40, what we need to focus on is carb cycling. I call this feast-famine cycling. God created our bodies to go times without food and then times of feasting where we do have food. And the key is to, number one, this is the first thing you're going to do. You're going to stop eating 3 hours before bed. And if that seems crazy to you, start with 2 hours. But you're not going to die, I promise. And the reason that you're going to be successful at this is because when you do eat, you're going to start with healthy fats. You're going to focus on getting enough healthy fats in your diet and protein. We want to eat fat because it's satiating, which means we feel full longer and quicker, and fat actually helps our cells heal. If you start doing that, you will start to drop the weight and drink at least 80 to 100 ounces of water every single day. If you do that for a week, you will start losing weight. I promise you. That is step one of my 4-phase program. It's called Fast to Faith. It's a 40-day awakening. And that is the quickest way to regain your metabolic flexibility. What does that mean? So we have this metabolic switch in our body. God created our body so amazingly. We can burn sugar for fuel, which is carbohydrates, or we can burn fat for fuel. And if we have a healthy body, we should be able to go back and forth between sugar burner and fat burner. That's metabolic flexibility. The switch gets turned on and off depending on what we eat and what we're doing with our bodies physically. But so many of us, that switch has been deactivated. We have lost our metabolic flexibility. We can't go from sugar burner to fat burner. We are stuck in sugar burning mode. And so we crave food every couple hours because our blood sugar is so dysregulated. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. When it's down, it doesn't feel good. You feel hangry, you feel jittery, you feel tired. You want to bring that blood sugar back up so that you have energy and your brain can function again. And I promise you that is no way to live. That is the quickest way toward disease and death. So if you do this for 1 week, you just stop eating before bed, you break up with the standard American diet, start by eating healthy fats, healthy animal proteins, you will start to shift. I promise you. If this sounds appealing to you and you want guidance, you should join us in the Fast to Faith Sisterhood. We have an incredible group of women that do Fast to Faith together, where we learn how to regain our metabolic flexibility. This program is a game changer because you're no longer relying on willpower or some crazy fad diet. You are tapping into the innate wisdom that God created your body with. It's like tapping into how you're supposed to function, your original download. So join us in the Fast to Faith app. It is free. There's incredible resources. And there's a sisterhood of women who are ready to support you, help you walk through this journey and help you lose weight. You'll be so uplifted and inspired in there. And the 40-day program is an absolute game changer. You will lose weight, you will get rid of your brain fog, you'll get your energy back, and you will get closer to God because you're going to work on that relationship and invite Him into your health journey. He's going to walk with you every single day. And that's why this program is so different than any other fasting program out there, because we're not trying to do it on our own. We're relying on our Creator to get us through. So I hope to see you in there. If you loved this, you'll want to watch the next video, why Jesus fasted for 40 days and how it heals your body today. Click here and keep building your faith and fitness journey.